Hello everybody, and welcome back to Before You Depart. We are dead, apparently. We died, we've met this pupper, that he's our reaper, you know, and he's just asking some questions, you know? He's like trying to figure out what is life and all that, right? Yeah. Anyone ever read Death, the High Cost of Living? It's a comic book, so I'm I'm assuming the answer is no. Highly recommend. But yeah, we'll just get into this. Yeah. I turned to face Memento. He shifted around in anticipation, biting his lower lip with a knife-shaped fang. Closure, huh? Well, what's a few hours compared to eternity? Fine then, I'll help you. A snaggletooth grin spread across his face. Oh, most excellent. You have my eternal gratitude. He reaches out a paw, offering to pull me up out of the fountain's pool. Need a paw, my friend? I grabbed Memento's paw. For once, there was something tangible there. It was almost uncanny. He hoisted me up, and I could feel the strength of his forearms, the brush of his fur, and the coolness of his paw. Memento held my hand for a few seconds, staring intently. My apologies. Okay, let me turn up the game volume a bit. That deserves to be up a bit. You humans are always so, warm. The sun sliced through the heavy overcast of the city was coming to life with activity. And the city was coming to life, that's what it said. Children preparing for school and adults commuting to their 9 to 5. Everything was so normal. Life continued, unabated. So then, where should we go? I don't know. You don't know? Well, I'm not sure. I wanted to see what kind of joys you could explain to me. Joys? Yes, joys! The things that make humans smile. The things that they look back on fondly. They always speak of things like family, loved ones, or material items that gave them great joy. If humans did not have these joys, then what would they have to be so distraught by my arrival? Joy must be the key, yes? I guess. In a sense, everything we do is in service of maximizing our happiness. Be it money, a loved one, or material items, as you described. Oh, so, show me! Show you? Yes, show me a joy. You had a joy, did you not? Damn. Been a long while since I've thought about that. When was I last happy? I skirted around the fountain and sat on the side facing the city. Memento hopped up beside me, legs crossed and arms leaning on his knees. He stared at me curiously, like a child expecting an answer. When was I last happy? Obviously not any time within the past few years, but even before then. Before I pushed everyone away. I delved deep, reaching into the past. Moonlight Waltz. Huh? It was a play I was in. God. Way back when. It was about a star who fell in love with a man on Earth. It was all about their differences, their growing connections, and all of that. But the star had to return home since she was a star. She had no choice. But before she left, she and the man danced in the starlight one final time. No! He was fully invested now, ears perked and eyes wide. If they weren't so bloodshot, I dare say he'd look like a puppy of sorts. And that's what you remember, yes? So, show me. Well, I can't really show you. It happened a long time ago. Oh, right. That is true. Memento sprang up from the fountain's edge. In that case, when did this play happen? I'm not sure. It was a big theater during college, like 10 years ago, maybe. So, around that time. 10 years! Got it! What are you doing? Before I could finish that thought, Memento snapped his fingers and the entire city swirled into a vortex. What the hell are you doing? Going back, seeing your memories and all that. Here we go. This must be it. Past, Mari. Last night I met a star. She was the most beautiful star you've ever seen. Who are you? Your hair, your body. You came from the sky. Yes, I traveled so very far to arrive here. Through endless space and past innumerable planets. Many you never would have imagined existed. And on my journey, I have arrived here in this meadow with you. I don't believe it. This must be a dream. This is like Chorus Community Theater, just as I remember. I stood at the very back of the bleachers, watching the actors from above. What is your name? Oh my fucking god, is that what I sounded like? Whoa. I turned to face Memento, who was sitting half-phased into an elderly woman. You gotta get up. Oh, you gotta get up. Oh, I didn't even notice. Apologies, ma'am. This is your theater. His eyes were alight with awe at the half-assed set and poor lighting. It was. It's a little, derelict? Derelict, okay. I think, they were renovating while the show was in production. I see. Memento walked through a couple seats towards the stage. Come on, I want to get a closer look. What? Nothing I could do to stop him, I guess. I took the central staircase instead, careful to avoid phasing through anyone. The scene transitioned and the set shifted. You tell stories like this, but nothing changed. Wasn't this the same place as before? Plays require some suspension of disbelief. Like here, we're supposed to be back inside a house. You can see over there the technicians moving some of the furniture on set. Oh, so it's up to your imagination then. I suppose. And is this what gave humans the joy? These playthings? Well, if you're a good enough actor, then perhaps. On cue, my character ran in, opening the door in an over-dramatic, frantic fashion. Father! You would not believe what just happened. Oh, brother. Memento pointed gleefully. That's you! That's you! Yeah, sure is. So, tell me more. About? About plays! All these theatrics and stuff. Oh, you must have been so happy, yes? Well, I suppose. Happy. Was I happy here? I glanced at my character who was telling the story of his chance encounter with the star. The delivery, the enunciation, the stuttering. God, how did I even get this part? But I look into my own eyes. There was passion. There was excitement. This must have been the first showing. I remember staying up all night, butterflies fluttering like crazy. The nerves, the anxiety, and and then finally going on stage to perform. Poor kid. He had no idea. No idea what, comes next. Look at him. So full of aspirations, so full of dreams. I wanted to become a star on Broadway, to show the world my talent and my passion. Perhaps it was doomed from the start. What do you mean? This kid had a dream memento. Something he clung to harder than anything else. Something that drove him to walk forward every day. Amid all the shit in school, amid the pain of other circumstances. And, is that what a joy is? A dream? It, could be. And what happens if that dream is, impossible? I bite my lip and look downwards. Now, that's the real problem, isn't it? But you look so happy. Because I was a dumb kid who thought I could make it. I grew up on Julie Andrews and Fred, I don't know how to pronounce Astaire. Sorry, friends. It's kind of sad looking at it. But you are happy here, yes? So, how could that be sad? It's a crapshoot, Memento. A game of luck that was never in the cards for me. No money to be made in it, as my father was so kind to point out. So, what did you pursue instead? It was something he insisted was a safer bet. Maybe he was right. The play continued. Being incorporeal did have its benefits since I didn't get tired from standing around. While I moaned every time I had a line, Memento's tail wagged uncontrollably. Death's a cute little puppy dog, huh? Who would have thought? Still, at least someone enjoyed my acting. It was a simple story, the performance spanning an hour and a half, tops. A story about a romance that was never meant to be. Memento seemed most interested by the star. He kept asking questions about her like, why is she so reluctant to love the boy back, or why does the boy love her so much in the first place? At one point, he even took the stage and wandered around as an intense scene played out between the star and my character's father. I reflexively yelled at him to get down, but then I remembered that we were merely reliving a memory. It took me a moment to figure it out, what he was doing. Memento stood by the star as she argued with my father. He mimicked her afflictions and tried mouthing her lines. There was a moment where the star paused. She had stumbled over a line for a second. The theater was still. Even Memento had his eyes trained heavily on her. The peering gaze of the audience, the mounting pressure of that singular moment. Though it was merely a memory, I felt my heart stop, just as it did all those years ago. She stumbled again, then again. But they were not mistakes. She was doing it on purpose. In the original script, there was no stumbling, but here, she took her mistake and rolled with it. Her voice became coarse, and she stuttered in response to the father's angered tone. God, she was amazing. Memento hopped off after this and sidled over beside me. Much harder than it looks, yeah. And you have to be in front of a whole crowd. Not sure if I could do it. I'm only ever seen by one person at a time. But that girl, the star, she was wonderful. Yeah, she sure is. I stared at the star wistfully, to hear her voice again after so long. Maury? Yeah? You alright there? Yes, I'm fine. Before long, this final scene had arrived. But at the first set, where the whole play began, the field dimmed a soft blue. Oh. My dear, please. There must be another way. The star looked silent and bit her lip. Unlike me, she was so natural, her acting subtle yet effective. She portrayed what is this? Oh, excuse me. Reticence, with a slight glance up to the ground. Anxiety, with the beginnings of a stifled sentence, sorry. What was I doing with her, with someone like her? You have taught me many things, my love. But I am a star, and I must continue its journey across the sky. I know. It is painful, my dear. But it is my nature, my purpose for being. It's just how it is. My character collapsed, clawing at his face. Honestly, the cry wasn't nearly as bad as I remember. The star walked forward, but my character grabbed her by the wrist. Just one more thing. There was a hush as the character faced each other. I haven't taught you how to dance yet. The star's eye flickered, mouth held agape. No, I suppose not. I placed a hand on her wrist. Waist, not wrist. Just one more, if you must go. Like this. My character shook his head. No, like this. Whoa! God, she was wonderful. I remember every step I took was painstakingly choreographed, but for her, it came so effortlessly. She didn't deserve to be stuck with an oaf like me. Oh, okay. Oh, he slide around. Okay, that's cute. Memento swayed to and fro with the music, though his movements were certainly much less refined. The actor twirled, and in response, the wolf twirled as well. A bit too much, and he tumbled to the ground. He laughed it off and continued staring at the dance, sorry. This was the pride of the show, the climax, the part everyone was waiting for. So, what do you think? It was very good. The ending dance, my goodness. Memento swayed back and forth, mimicking the motions. Could you show me? Show you the moves? He nodded happily. Well, this happened over a decade ago. I don't think I remember the choreography. Memento's ears drooped in disappointment. Did this all answer your question? Well, somewhat. I'm still unsure by what you mean by a dream. A joy cannot just be that, can it? What about a sunset, or the smell of a pretty flower? Well, I suppose, but... Oh, or belly rubs. You get, belly rubs? Sometimes when I reap a dog lover, and they ask me for one last pet, I must admit they are quite pleasing. I did always want a dog. A nice and fluffy one. They're amazing creatures, so intelligent and affectionate. Like me? Menta said with an innocent look on his face. Well, you certainly got the look down. Alas, wasn't meant to be. Too much work, my dad would say. Too much responsibility. So, a loving pal who is by your side. Is that a source of joy? Well, yes. I suppose that could be a source of happiness as well. Well, I hope I can suffice in that role for now. Well, you're doing adequately. But back to the whole joy thing. They're, fleeting. I mean, isn't that life? I suppose. But those are different. A pretty flower, a sunset, or belly rubs will gratify you in the moment. An ambition, however, that's a goal for a long term, perhaps your whole life. Some get to achieve it, while others, I watched a lot of classical movies during my childhood. Lots of big dances, singers, and thespians from the 50s and 60s. I remember staring at the screen in awe of what I was witnessing. The colors of the films, the passion in their voices and movements. They were utterly enchanting. The feeling of captivation blossomed inside me. It made me want to do the same to others. To stand on a fancy stage somewhere, in the lenses of a big camera, and to broadcast my talents to all the world. I so desperately wanted that dream. I wanted people to be mesmerized by me. I wanted it so badly. It was my raison d'etre. Well, guys, I don't. Why is there a carrot on top of the E? I don't know. I don't know how that's supposed to be pronounced. Not sure how to further answer your question. Sorry.
No, it's fine. I think you illustrated it quite well, Maury. Well, let's get this over with soon.
So let's get over with this soon, so I can enjoy eternity.
No, I think I'm gonna end the part here, everyone.
So I do hope that you've all enjoyed, and I'll see you guys around.